We all have a unique set of experiences and perspectives, but at our core, there are fundamental human drivers that push us to act. Tony Robbins' TED Talk, Why We Do What We Do, dives deep into the core motivations that shape our behaviors, goals, and the choices we make. Let's explore these driving forces and how they impact our lives. At the heart of Robbins' talk is a concept that transcends cultures and personal backgrounds: the need for significance. Everyone has this internal desire to feel important, to know that they matter in some way. The desire for significance shapes how we interact with the world and how we see ourselves within it. Whether it's the desire to be successful, to feel needed by others, or to make a lasting impact, significance is the powerful force that drives so much of our actions. It's this core need that often fuels the pursuit of success, status, or recognition. Another fundamental force discussed in Robbins' talk is the need for certainty. People seek comfort and security in their lives. This need for certainty can manifest in different ways, whether through financial stability, emotional security, or just the basic need to know that things are going to work out. When we don't have certainty, we feel anxious, stressed, or uncertain about the future. Robbins highlights that this need for certainty often leads us to cling to routines, traditions, and beliefs that provide us with a sense of safety. The world can be unpredictable, but the more we can control our circumstances, the more we feel grounded. However, there's a paradox. As much as people crave certainty, they also have an innate need for variety or uncertainty. This desire for change, novelty, and excitement can create a tension in our lives. Think about how a person may crave the comfort of a stable job, but also long for adventure or a sense of challenge. Robbins explains that people often seek variety in ways that push them out of their comfort zones, whether it's through trying new things, seeking out new experiences, or even making changes in their lives that can be uncomfortable. This need for variety fuels the drive for growth and change. So, what happens when we can't balance these needs? Robbins argues that without understanding these inner drives, we can fall into destructive patterns. For instance, when a person seeks certainty too much, they may become rigid and unwilling to embrace change, making them stagnate. On the other hand, if someone seeks variety at the cost of certainty, they may live a life of chaos and unpredictability, never truly grounding themselves in one place or goal. The fourth critical need that Robbins discusses is love and connection. People need to feel loved and understood. The desire for emotional connection is universal. It's how we bond with friends, family, and romantic partners. It's this need that drives us to form communities and create relationships. But connection doesn't just refer to romantic or familial love. It can also mean feeling connected to a higher purpose, to a team, or to an organization. We are social creatures, and this need for connection is often the foundation of our happiness and mental well-being. Robbins emphasizes that our core motivations are often influenced by our past experiences. The way we were raised, the people we've met, the books we've read, and the events we've lived through all leave imprints on our behavior. For instance, a person raised in an environment of love and connection may prioritize relationships and emotional intimacy throughout their life. Meanwhile, someone who experienced instability or hardship may place a higher value on certainty, seeking to create a more stable and predictable life. Another compelling idea Robbins touches on is the concept of beliefs. Our beliefs about ourselves, others, and the world shape how we react to challenges and opportunities. What we believe about our own potential dictates how far we are willing to go to achieve our goals. Robbins explains that when we change our beliefs, we change our behavior. If we believe we are capable of great things, we will act in ways that move us toward success. On the other hand, limiting beliefs can trap us in cycles of fear, self-doubt, and inaction. One powerful example Robbins shares is how beliefs shape our ability to overcome obstacles. A person who believes that failure is just a part of the learning process will approach challenges with resilience, seeing them as opportunities to grow. In contrast, someone who believes that failure is a reflection of their inadequacy may be paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes, preventing them from even trying in the first place. The concept of changing our state is another core idea in Robbins' talk. Our emotions and energy levels play a major role in how we experience the world. When we feel energetic and positive, our perspective shifts, and we become more resourceful. Robbins explains that even when we feel low or defeated, we can change our emotional state by taking action. Physical movement, breathing exercises, or even just shifting our focus can help break the cycle of negative emotions and reset our mindset. This idea of changing our state connects to Robbins' broader message: we are not simply the products of our circumstances. We are also the creators of our own reality. The power to transform our lives lies in our ability to control our emotional state and take intentional action. The choices we make in each moment determine the direction of our lives. If we choose to stay stuck in a state of fear, doubt, or procrastination, we will find ourselves repeating the same patterns. But if we consciously choose to step into a state of empowerment, growth, and possibility, we unlock new opportunities. Another critical insight Robbins shares is the idea of raising our standards. The quality of our life is often a reflection of the standards we set for ourselves. When we expect more from ourselves and demand more from our lives, we begin to act in alignment with those higher standards. Robbins encourages us to raise our standards, whether it's in the way we treat ourselves, the way we pursue our goals, or the way we engage with others. By setting higher standards, we force ourselves to take more decisive action, make better choices, and show up in ways that align with our true potential. Ultimately, Robbins' message in Why We Do What We Do is about understanding the deep psychological drivers behind human behavior and using that understanding to create positive change in our lives. By acknowledging our need for significance, certainty, variety, love, and connection, and by shifting our beliefs and standards, we can tap into our limitless potential. The power to transform our lives is not found in external circumstances, but in our ability to master our inner world.